Hi, I'm Alex, and this is Slothling Productions. Today we're going to be playing episode 4 of Raft, and in the last episode, we just finished building the furnace, so we're going to take the metal ingot, and if you guys did watch the last episode, this is what you end up getting. You can start cooking down a bunch of ores. So we're going to put some copper in there, and I'll just show you what the copper does. Actually, we're not going to need the copper before the iron, because today's goal is to just get a reusable anchor, simply because the anchor that we're currently using over here, it's only a one-time use, and it kind of sucks. It's not great. But yeah, I think we ended up clearing this reef out for the most part. If we didn't, I really don't want to fight the shark. In between episodes, all I did was just chop down a couple trees over there to break up the axe. And I mean, we're just going to do a little bit of expanding. Yeah, we'll expand the boat a little bit, maybe try to get a second floor, and man, that was loud. Why? I'm trying to do my intro here, and you come in. There we go. Alright. I feel like that won't be the only time he tries to ruin my intro. Whatever. Yeah, so I guess we're going to take off. I don't think I need anything more from the island. And, looks like we're off. So that's good. And there's the... oh, I guess we're going to be building pretty soon, actually. I'm going to convert some of the scrap. We don't need the stones. I'll convert some of this into rope, too. So let's get some nails. There we go. And then I believe I'm going to need some rope. There we go. Alright, sorry about that, a little bit of a cut there. I think some of my settings might have got reset. It was a little bit too loud, but it should be fine now. I think what we're actually going to do before we make that anchor is we are going to expand the boat out a little bit, and we are going to probably put in some type of storage system, because this is not going to cut it. So we just need to... Ooh, I'll grab that barrel. I think the storage system I'm going to try to go for is one where we do large chests on a wall. The only thing is I just want to expand it out. That was terrible. I just want to expand it out a tad bit more before we put the second floor on. And that way we can... Oh, good, I got that. That way we can at least get some more room around here, and it's not so cramped. Actually, I should probably eat something. There we go. And wow, oh wow, there's literally like nothing around. Well, that kind of sucks. Let's get the sail in the direction we want to go. That should be good. Great, everything's over there now. Perfect. Maybe I can grab that plastic. Nope. Alright, well that sucks. One thing we should do is we should definitely research that, because that hinge is reasonably important. So the reason that hinge is important is because that's what's going to allow us to make the better chests. And researching that piece of scrap, or the piece of metal, is also going to allow us to make the... Sorry, I got caught up there. It's also going to allow us to make the reusable anchor, or the droppable anchor, like you can pull it back up. The reason I got distracted was because there's the little raft over that I was talking about in, I think, episode, 2. The only thing is, I know we're definitely not going to be able to get over there, so unfortunately that one's just out of range for us. Maybe if I would have been looking a little bit earlier, we might have been able to get over there, but as of right now, it's too far gone. Alright, let's see. Can I expand the boat a tad? Alright, a couple more, and I should be okay with it. But this can be pretty boring, so I'll just cut back when I'm done. Alright, and with the magic of editing, all that grinding was done. So I just spent a little while collecting some items. So we collected something, so 37 planks, we got 12 plastic. I also spent a little bit of time at just smelting some metal down. Not too much, it was kind of on the back end of the collection over last night. And we also expanded the raft out to a 5x6. There, you don't have to use these dimensions. It's just me and a friend of mine have previously played, and these are the dimensions we used for the old ship. So I'll probably end up doing a design very similar to that, if not identical. However, we do need to get going on actually setting up the walls. So again, using your hammer, no, like if you want to use this setup, you can, but you end up going like this, and I believe it's the arch rotate, yes. So I want the planks to be on the inside, just like that, just so that from the outside it looks nice. All right, and then there you go. So now what we want to build is we actually we don't want that. We would like to come in to the chests, and we want to actually build the larger chest. So we need a hinge, so we'll craft one up. This is why I spent a little bit of time smelting these down. And even more reason to. What can I put in here? Probably nothing. You know what? I'm just going to eat the watermelon. And knock this shark out. Alright, the only thing is I don't want to kill the shark, because I'm actually running low on shark food. So I would like to kind of wait till we get to an island before I kill him. Or at least until we get the reusable anchor, so I can just drop that. That would be fine. Okay, let's put another... There we go. Okay, so now we're going to go back to crafting. We're going to craft that. And then for these, you can hang them on the wall. And if you put something on top, I believe you can get something like 4. But it looks super funky. So I think for now, we'll just do probably the 2 once this is done. But as you can see, this one is so much more worth it. Like, look, you have 16 slots versus over here you have 8. So you have literally double the storage, and they take up about the same amount of room, especially if you put them on the wall. I mean, they're really not that bad then. But we're going to get one more, and then hopefully that will last us a little ways through the series. Okay, so that's going to be the chests and the storage. So I will spend a little bit of time later organizing it. For now, I'm just going to throw everything in there and just take out the stuff we need. Like, we won't need the paddle. We'll probably need the wood. We'll need... that... I'm smelting that down, so I don't want to get rid of it. Everything else we'll pretty much need. But just to have some type of storage in there is quite nice. The other thing about the furnace is when you start smelting stuff down, you are going to realize how many planks you actually need to fire this thing to keep it running. I believe at one point in time I had 4 running without any like net collection, and we'll play around with net collection in another episode. But they just like, if any of this stuff would pass through a net like underneath your boat, you'd end up collecting it pretty much for free. You just need to first make the net and install it on the boat. But without any of that, I think I was like just going after planks full time just to keep 4 furnaces going full time. It's quite a lot. So yeah, again, that storage should be more than fine. I do believe I broke the axe, so we need to make another one. And we need some stones. So of course I was like, oh no, we won't need these. We will. Okay, so there's that, and then we also are going to need the anchor. So we are actually a fair bit away from that. that needs to craft up. What else do we need? We need some more planks. I'll craft that, so we need 3 more metal ingots. So this is when finding an island is going to be really nice, because then we'll be able to restock a lot of metal that we're smelting down and using. And this is kind of where, after we're done this part of the game, we're going to start unlocking a lot more of the story, because in order to get through the game, you actually do need to put a second level on your ship, and either sometime later in the episode or on the next episode, we'll be doing the antenna and how to set that up. It's not that bad. It is a little costly, however, for all the research and everything, so it does take a little while, but that's literally the only way you're going to go find the big islands with lots of loot. So you have to do it, and I mean, it's still fun. It's kind of the whole point of the game. And I don't believe we have any more shark meat, so I really do need to find another island at some point. Yeah. Considering that was my strategy to survive, might not have been the greatest one. It's not the worst, though. No island? No? Alright, whatever. Well, that was a poor shot. You know what? I'll get this one instead. There we go. Alright. Okay, so after that one's done, we will have enough. So let's start cracking a hole in the floor for it. Because, yeah, we literally only need that. So I think for now, it's just gonna go... Well, you know what? I think it's gonna go here, which is gonna look super ugly. I guess it also could have went there. But anyways, this is gonna look super ugly, but it's gonna be practical for now. Later, we'll make it look nicer, and by look nicer, I mean, like, marginally look nicer. And what's with you in this corner? What is with you in that corner? There's literally, like, there's so many other pieces. Attack any one of those, it'd be fine. Gonna need some water. I mean, oh, well, so that's another thing. If you can keep all these stocked up, it is quite worth it. And eventually, we are going to get the barbecue going, and the... you know what? That'll give me a little bit of liquids. And that should probably break... Oh, no. That was definitely a waste, but I'm pretty sure I'll have enough to make another hook. I do. Perfect. This is done. So while we're in here, I'm going to finish off that thought. We will soon be getting... It's in food. So there's just this simple purifier, but there's another one that we don't actually require firewood, and then that way you can use the firewood to fuel either the barbecue or the furnace, so you don't have to spend as much wood. And then right now, this is going to be the better anchor. And then a little bit of a demonstration how to use it. So you place it down however you want. I'm just going to place it like that. And then if you want to just stop, you just drop the anchor. It spins all the way down. And as you can see, we're now stopped. So I can kind of get that one maybe. And then if you want to roll it back up, that way you're not spending material every time you want to stop somewhere. So it's definitely worth getting, and it'll help you out in the long run. But might as well keep the furnace going. So slowly, what's going to end up happening is, unless you start to set up systems to do a lot of the work for you, you're just going to be managing this. You're not going to be able to have time to collect. And you can even kind of outsource collecting to the nets, which I don't usually like the investment early game because you're using up a lot of resources. They're just kind of expensive to get set up. And then once it's set up, all it takes is the shark to munch on them and they're gone. And because, oh, I didn't think about that. There we go. Because I have such a bad time actually fighting the shark, I just tend to lose them pretty often. So I just avoid it until later. And then once I know where I want them, I'll end up putting a protective layer around them because the shark won't attack the insides. Like, he will not attack any of these squares. He'll always go for the outside ones. So if you guys like have anything precious and it's on the inside, it's safe. Same with nets. He just won't be able to get to the net. All right, so I think at this point we could probably start working on the second floor. It's a little crowded. You know what? That's another thing. Let's just get rid of this. And we just need to remove you. Up you come. There we go. And then I will save that because I do like these to hold batteries later. There are little machines you can get. Or not machines, but little electronics, and they all require batteries. So they're not bad to keep around because usually you can place them nearby and they're just something nice. And another thing I was going to do is I was going to research the glass. The reason I want to research the glass is because it unlocks, if we go back to the food, it unlocks the advanced purifier. So we do need 4 pieces of glass, which again, this is the reason you want to keep the furnace up and running, is because you also need to smelt sand in there. So it's a process. It takes quite a while. All right, while we're here, just gonna, there we go. Okay, so clearly I didn't think about adding those last couple pieces here. However, this is where the grill is going to go. So, or grill, something's gonna go there anyways. I know something goes in here, but yeah, I definitely shouldn't have placed it. It's getting really crowded on the old boat. So, again, there's probably going to be another expansion in the next episode, or probably between episodes, just so it's not so tedious for you guys to watch. Do I have sand? I do have some sand, but that's not enough. Is there any islands nearby? There is not. Alright, well, that's going to be all for this episode. If you guys have liked this video, please consider subscribing. As for this episode, it's going to be over here. We got 2 of the 3 main goals. We got the anchor and the storage system started. We just didn't get the top floor, but that can always be in the next episode. Have yourself a great day.